Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another video from the universe according to David. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about retirement. I've wanted to do some more Social Security and retirement based videos for quite a while now. And please remember that you'll notice that I did not mention Sarasota Tim, who is supposedly the king of Social Security and retirement videos. I did not mention him in the title, but this video is kind of based on some things that Sarasota Tim has talked about before. I think we probably all know who he is. He's one of the most popular names on YouTube today, primarily because not of only because of his channel, but because of all the parody channels out there. He's become very popular and very spread out across all YouTube, the YouTube world. But Sarasota Tim is popularly known for being very adamant about retiring at 62. He firmly believes that that's the way to go. Now, any of us who have practical, reasonable minds know that that might be true for some of us, but not all of us. I do recall in a video, I don't remember how long ago it was that he did this, it was quite a while ago, he was trying to explain why you should take retirement at 62 and how it pans out over time. But I don't think he ever gave the numbers. At least the one video that I watched of him was very confusing and I couldn't really follow what he was talking about. But after thinking about it a little bit, I kind of understood what he was trying to get at. So I ran the numbers myself. Now, I had already taken my retirement at 62, but I wanted to see what I think Tim was trying to get at was what is the break-even point. Now, so these numbers that I'm going to give you are based on what I receive for Social Security today. So these are assuming that I was going to start collecting Social Security today at 62 and comparing it to if I waited till I'm 67 or waited till I'm 70. We all know that at 67 we get our full retirement benefit. If we take it early at 62, we get 30% less. And if we wait until we're 70, we get 128% of our full retirement benefit. So assuming that based on the number that I get today, retiring at 62, today I get $2,206 a month. Now, calculating that out, if I would have waited to full retirement age, I would have received, sorry, bad grammar, I know, $3,152 would be my full retirement number, and if I would have waited to 70, I would get $4,034 a month approximately. So let's assuming that we took our retirement at 62. When we reached 67, we would have already been collecting Social Security for 5 years, and we would have already received $132,000. The person who waited to 67 wouldn't have received anything yet. Now, at 68, I would have received $158,000 approximately, and the person who retired at 67 would have received 1 year of Social Security. That would have been $37,800. So at 70, the numbers would be, if you would have retired at 62, at 70 you would have already received $211,000. The person who waited to 67 would have received approximately $113,000. So still $100,000 more if you retired at 62. At 70, of course, you wouldn't have received anything yet. Now let's jump ahead to 75 years. The person who retired at 62, at 75, you would have collected approximately $344,000. If you waited to 67, At 75, you would have collected about $302,000. And the person who waited to 70, they would have collected 5 years of retirement. They would have received $242,000. So what we're trying to do is calculate what the break-even point, where it starts to, 62 starts to be a disadvantage. For me personally, that would be at 79 years old. Okay, so at 79 years old, the person who would have retired at 62 years old would have received already in Social Security benefits $450,000. The person who waited that extra 5 years and started taking their retirement at 67 would have received $453,000, pretty much even, within $3,000. And the person who waited until they were 70 years old would have received $435,000. So they wouldn't have even broken even yet. So what I was trying to do was find where the break-even point is. And for me, it's 79 years old. And honestly, I don't think I'll live to be 79 years old with my health conditions. So again, I know for most of us who have common sense, who are reasonable and rational human beings, this is just one of the factors that we have to take into consideration when we're approaching retirement or considering whether we're going to take our retirement at 62, 67, or we're going to wait to 70. Now, the other thing that we can consider here is that if, based on today's numbers, 2024 numbers, if we would have just take our Social Security at 62, we would only be receiving $26,400 a year for the rest of our lives. At 67, you would be receiving $37,800. And if you waited to 70, you would be getting $48,400 per year. And of course, the other factor, I think we probably already know this, but it's worth mentioning. If you retire at 62, until you reach 67, you can only make, by today's numbers, an additional $22,320 before they start to decrease your benefit amount. So the most you can really make without being decreasing your benefit at 62 is about $48,000 or so per year. So the question is, can you live on that if you can make money in a part-time job? And it's not easy to make an extra $22,000 a year at a part-time job unless you're a professional person who can find part-time work. At 67, you can make an unlimited amount of money, and if you retire at 62, once you get to 67, you can make an unlimited amount of money. And finally, the other thing I want to mention, and again, I think we all know this, but it's worth mentioning, is that if you are considering retiring at 62 and you have a pension plan or some type of retirement plan that you've put in money to, and you can start taking that at 62, that pension or retirement money does not count towards income. So you can, if you have a pension plan, for example, that you can draw $50,000 a year from, you can collect your full retirement benefit at 62. So that's something else to consider. So again, my friends, just one of the things we have to consider is the break-even point. And that I think is what Sarasota Tim was trying to get to. He didn't say it very eloquently, though, and I know I'm not very eloquent, but I've given you the numbers to think about, and all you have to do is simply calculate your benefit over time. I did calculations for every year from 62 to 79 for my retirement benefit at 62, at 67, and at 70. So I realized that, probably what I did was the best thing to do, but there are other factors that went into my decision to retire at 62, and I'll tell you more about that in another video. That's a whole nother story, why I decided to take my retirement at 62. But also, I stopped working full time when I was 57 years old. So, but that, again, that's another story. So I'll tell you how I managed to do that and what my reasoning was for doing that. And of course, it contributed to me deciding to wait till I'm take my retirement at 62 instead of waiting to 67. All right, my friends, I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you so much for joining. If you like this type of content, please feel free to subscribe. You can hit the notification button to get notified of my videos. And please comment and give me a thumbs up. My content, as many of you know who are already subscribed, that it's a variety of content. Some things about Social Security, some things about camping. I have a wide variety, some things about music. I have a wide variety of interests, and this is the reason why I named my channel The Universe According to David, because it encompasses a lot of different things, including daily life and just random thoughts that I have. So if you're interested in this type of thing, then please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining today. Please remember to be a good human being, be kind to others, be useful to others, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.